So your school needs a new mantra. Here are some keys to developing a good guiding mantra for your school. Key number 1, keep it simple. For example, take the mantra of this school. We strive to develop young people with questioning minds, minds that are inquisitive, analytical, inquiring, searching, minds that are probing, minds that are investigative and interested, that do not fear the label of intrusive or challenging, but not inquisitive minds. That's been done. While captivating, this might be overcomplicated. We want to keep it simple, something that's easy to remember. A simple mantra might contain 3 to 5 words. So the mantra that was for above would be more like developing tomorrow's hipsters.
Key number 2, you want your mantra to be memorable. It's got to be at the front of your staff's mind to drive their decisions and their actions. But not too memorable. What can Brown do for you? Very memorable. But enough said.
Key number 3, your mantra should be positive. No point focusing on the negative. Doesn't get you very far. Once your mantra becomes an organic part of your school culture, retrieving it should generate optimism, good feelings, even pride in your staff. Here's a great example of a mantra for a great country. Canada, we only have A vowels. Simple, memorable, and super positive.
Key number 4, your mantra should be grounded in the 2 conditions necessary for collective responsibility. Number 1, don't eat someone else's food in the fridge. Number 2, if you have the last cup of coffee in the pot, make a new pot. As well, your mantra should also be grounded in the 2 conditions necessary for collective responsibility in a PLC. A, we believe that all students can learn at high levels, and B, we commit collectively to ensure that learning occurs for every student.
Key number 5 for your mantra, it should be unique. For example, the mantra of the Cape Canaveral Elementary School is, we make space cadets. Although that might be a little too humorous to take seriously. Next, how you develop your mantra with your staff may be a crucial aspect in the adoption of said mantra and to guiding their practices. Although writing one at home over a scotch has a certain amount of appeal, we don't suggest it. It might get a little slurred and hard to read. Hierarch, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, suggests small group shares. There's less scotch to pass around, but it's going to give you a better mantra. Have individuals create and explain mantras within a group. Have the group narrow their choice to the top mantra using a fist to 5 process.
Though very unfortunately named, the fist to 5 process for voting is fairly effective. It puts the onus on personal accountability because it requires fisters to explain their objections. That way, it avoids situations where fists are used because some staff member just got separated and didn't get the cats.
Aside number 1, if you're going to allow a fist, it's important to discuss openness and non-judgment. And that is easily the most potentially misinterpreted sentence I've ever said in my life. Staff members that offer fists often have deep stories behind the fist, and we have to be willing to listen without prejudice.
Aside number 2, not mentioned in the book, but a different approach that I might suggest now. I call it the Renaud approach. I've also heard it called the Renaud Barwise approach. You might consider taking a global portrait of the work, both curricular and extracurricular, that your staff members do at school. Present it to them. Illustrate it by highlighting the great examples that you feel provide an identity to your school.
Staff members do amazing work, but they can't take the time to see their work within a larger context. They're focused on their class, they don't see the bigger picture. When their body of work is illustrated as a collective, often a pattern of action and concern becomes evident. This collective awakening can serve as a great starting point to look at some pre-made examples of mantras. You might consider presenting some prepared mantras and ask,
which of these mantras best fit the work that we do here at school? Which fit better than others? How can we improve on these mantras to build the one that reflects our true north?
This provides the same opportunity to work as a group, but the starting place is more structured, more focused. Certainly, it also requires an accurate initial sense and a portrait of your school.
Your final goal is to have each staff member develop their own personal iMessage that helps trigger the mantra and guide their own practice. That might be something you develop in a group share. It might be something you discuss with individuals and develop over time. Regardless of how each person gets there, The I message demonstrates their commitment to a collective mission, and it helps align mission with practice in an authentic way.
Aside number 3, Hierek, again, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, suggests developing and defending both the mantra and I message within the group share. We recommend focusing on the mantra within a group. The I message is more personal.
At ASJ St. Pat's, our mantra is, we connect. And my personal I message is, I commit to create connection with my community, with my staff, and with my students in all my actions. I commit to promote connection as the foundation, as the groundwork for ensuring learning.